Okay, hello everybody. We're a little late getting started, but we are dying to get started. Maybe we should have said 7:30, but anyway, we're here live streaming for you guys. Hopefully a bunch of you will be out there to see our show tonight. And we're at Walker Family Band Camp up in Blowing Rock and at the Blowing Rock Conference Center, where we've been for now our 18th year, just about finished up, and glad to be here again. And somebody asked me, how long do you think this is going to be going on, the Walker Family Band? And I said, well, we don't have a plan, except that we're hoping that when we get to that point that somebody will wheel us around so that we can be here. So we don't plan to stop. Okay, our first video tonight. Very excited to present Alexx Bass to you all. Alexx has been an angel that has come into our life, and lives with Teresa, and we really love her. And she's going to do a song, Somewhere Over the Rainbow, for us. And I'm sure you're going to enjoy this because we sure enjoy her. Here we go, Alexx Bass and Somewhere Over the Rainbow.
On a rainbow, rainbow and pie. Oh, there's a land. I heard a voice in a lullaby. Somewhere over a rainbow, the skies are blue. Ever dreams that you dare to dream with you can come is true. And someday I wish I will it's a star. And wake up and close your eyes right behind me. Where and travel smell like an on the trust. Right there you hear me touch, and that's where you're find me. Somewhere over a rainbow, bluebirds fly. Birds fly, a rainbow fly. Why can't happy widow birds fly, been a rainbow. Why can I? On a rainbow, rainbow and pie. Oh, there's a land. I heard a voice in a lullaby. Somewhere over a rainbow, the skies are blue. Ever true. And someday I will find it is a star. And wake up and close your eyes right behind me. Where the trouble smells like an on the trust. Where that you tell me touch, and that's the way you're find me. Somewhere over a rainbow, bluebirds fly. Birds fly, a rainbow fly. Happy, birds fly, a rainbow, why over can I?
To hear the end of that joke. Oh, well, anyway. Okay, well, thank you all, everybody. We just heard Alexx bass, beautiful rendition of Somewhere Over the Rainbow. And she got a standing ovation a little earlier, but I think you missed it, so we should do it again. Alexx, a standing ovation. She's a graceful person, very lovely. Okay, so moving right along, the next video is going to be, Jenna Claire Martin and Molly Faust performing the Dancing Bear. And this group is called the QT Pies. The QTPIES, the Cutie Pies. So let's hear it for them. So I forgot to say that Betsy Potter, Jenna Claire's mom, was in there too, and it was really, and we kind of made up those words together, I and Jenna Claire and Molly and Betsy. Those words are great. Fell on the funny bone. Too funny. Thanks, Jenna Claire. Let's take a bow. Take a bow, Miss Sweetie. Yes. Beautiful. All right, so this year, for the video here, I've been really happy that I've been able to accompany my daughter in a piece that you're going to get ready to see, and also my stepdaughter this year. And so it's been fun to have two daughters to play for this year. So the first one you're going to see is Jennie and I. This is Jennie, my daughter, and Jennie Brunner. And we're going to do a piece here together that we learned off an album that was called Wind on the Water. The song is Wind on the Water by Nancy Curtin and Randall Bays. Randall Bays is a great fiddler from the Seattle area and a world-famous fiddler and guitar player. And we learned this from their album. So this is Wind on the Water, and it's also, we call it the father-daughter song. So please enjoy Wind on the Water. Like the rainfall and forest, song and the chorus, like the ripening of the grain in the field, like the book to its cover, a love to a lover, you have given all unto me. But as time and tides change, we shall meet again. And I have given all unto thee, and you have given all unto me. I saw Reuben stick his eyes in the window right at the beginning. I think it was. We'll have to check that out. Okay, that was very fun. See that? That was taken at her home, by the way, up in Asheville. And really sweet time for us up there. So recently now, we're going to go on. I mean, apparently now we're going on. So this one is called One Rose. It's composed by Julee Glaub, who is a very well-known singer and supporter of Irish and other Scottish musics. And this is going to be Ruth and Jared and Asher. Ruth Pershing and Jared and Asher Kirkpatrick. So here we go with One Rose.
Would you please take my hand, dear? I've something to show you. The way is not steep and the hill is sublime. Smell the sweet scent of pines in the valley below us. I promise you, sweetheart, it's well worth the climb. Can you see the blue ridge rising high in the heavens? See the bald eagle aloft in the sky. These craggy old mountains will always sustain us, will always contain us as the years roll on by. Rest with me here on the brow of the mountain. The pines have turned gold in the soft evening sun. Oh, a breeze in the air brings the fragrance of roses, a bed of wild roses, and the day's nearly done. Now the sun has turned red as a rose on the mountain, and the moss on the trees is covered with dew. I promise you, darling, we never will part, and you are the one rose that lives in my heart. Would you please take my hand, dear? I've something to show you. The way is not steep and the hill is sublime. Smell the sweet scent of pines in the valley below us. I promise you, sweetheart, it's well worth the climb. Now the sun is turned red as a rose on the mountain, and moss on the tree is covered with dew. I promise you, darling, we never will part, and you are the one rose that lives in my heart. You are the one rose that lives in my heart.
Our camp 4 or 5 years ago, I don't know now, and totally transformed our camp. We had a nice camp. We had a very nice camp, but when they arrived, we had a fabulous camp. As Ruth does a beautiful dancing and is going to do some tonight, hopefully. And Jared and Asher are responsible for the fact that we're on live stream. And and we cannot say how much we appreciate it. We cannot say, because this is a gift of love that is given, and we were so happy that we're able to all be here and give that, because we don't know what's going to happen about everything. So thanks, Ruth and Asher and Jared. It was beautiful music, lovely. They can do about anything. I was in here before, and this fellow here, Mr. Asher, can play a mean bass. And Jared was playing the piano upside down backwards, so they can about do anything. So we're real happy to have them here. Okay, now we're moving on to another fabulous former faculty member, as tonight is our faculty and staff videos. And here comes Matt Brown, who I guess I could tell a quick story about him. he was teaching for us. I met him in Colorado Institute, and I convinced him to come here and teach fiddle. And he came for several years, and the last year he was here, he came up to me on about Wednesday in the middle of the week, and he said, "Hey, Scott," he said, "I got a invitation. Leftover salmon is coming to my hometown, and they need a replacement fiddle player. And Leftover Salmon is a huge national group." And he told me, I said, "Oh, well," I was getting ready to say, "Well, I understand," or something like that. And he said, "Well," I told him I couldn't because I have a Walker Family Band concert on Saturday night. And when he told me that, I knew that we weren't going to have him for very long at our camp. And it was true. He's gone on to bigger and better things. Although he went to Chicago and he was working at the Old Town School of Music, one of the top folk music schools in the country, or anywhere probably, and was working on the Grammys. He was on some kind of committee working on the Grammys 2 years after he left here. So he made a big name for himself in Chicago. And then he met a girl. Now he lives in Colorado, where he's going to raise his family. And his wife is pregnant. And so we're going to see Matt. Matt is one of the most articulate musicians I know. His music, old-time music is what he plays. He was a Suzuki kid growing up, and his parents were separated, and his dad took him to old-time, and his mom took him to Suzuki. And he just had both things. And his old-time music is just, everything he does is pretty, you'll see, impeccable is the word I was going to say. So this is a Fire on the Mountain, but not the one you think. The one I think. I don't know what you think.
Here's a rare version of Fire on the Mountain that comes from Isom Monday. He was a farmer from Monroe County, Kentucky, born back in 1879.
Thank you, Matt. Thank you, Matt. That is some kind of something there. And so, fiddle players, did you all notice how he had his fiddle tuned? Did you know something different about it? Any of you fiddle players notice anything? I should have mentioned it before. Yeah. He was cross-tuned. In other words, he had his G and E up to, he had his G and D up to A and E. So he has A and E on the top and A and E on the bottom. So it makes the fiddle sort of ring, and it gives you you can play different style, different feeling. So that you have the third finger on the D is A. And then it's in tune with your open A. And then your G sharp is your second finger, and E is F sharp. It's really fun to mess with if you want to do that with your violin. Mine works pretty good, but anyway, beautiful work. You see what I'm talking about? Impeccable playing and the way he approaches it. What'd you say? His bow stayed on the highway. Yeah. Yeah, he can play. Okay, so we're moving on. The next one is a very nice selection from a Florida friend of ours. Well, actually, he's a Scottish guy, Laurence Stevenson. He's from Scotland. He lives in Canada, but he goes to Florida in the winter. And we've become friends with him. Linda Minky has a festival down there, and he takes part, comes and plays in our concerts and things like that. And I sent out requests for YouTubes from all kinds of folks. Some folks were not able to. But this fellow, we don't know him. You guys probably don't know him. But we know him, and we played music with him. And he sent a video of him and his band, and they are playing the David Parry jig and the Laughin and Baffin reel. And the group is called the Friends of Fiddler's Green. Laurence Stevenson. Let's see if we can get this guy rolling today. He's the only fiddle player on the screen, which is now blank, but I'm sure something will happen soon. was great. The Friends of the Fiddler is Green. That sounded like a Canadian tune.
I like that too.
That's a great one. The Laughin at the it's called Laughin at Baffin. Laughin in Baffin. Be like up Baffin Bay, Baffin Bay. Yeah, those Canadian tunes are those French Canadian tunes, and they're just so much fun. And the piano is just chromatic and fantastic. So thank you so much, Laurence, and your friends. They look like you're having fun. See, you can keep playing music for a long time if you want to. Okay, so now it's time for another father-daughter deal. And Meghan and I, we recorded this out here this afternoon or sometime. This is a piece that Meghan remembered from an album that we knew, Cherish the Ladies, and which is a really great Irish group. And we don't know who wrote it, but we love the ideas that are in the music or in the words, because it's called The Missing Piece. And it's about Irish immigrants who came to America and settled and really missed their home. And they stayed here. They had to come, and they stayed here, and they had their family, and it's about their feelings and so forth. The Missing Piece. So here's Meghan and Scott on the vocal and the guitar.
John and Mary went to live in the Midwest in 1950. They worked as hard as immigrants, bought a house and a used car. But their home is still to be a long, long way from Detroit City. It called out of the lost part of their hearts. And their Irish eyes only really smiled when they thought of County Kerry. The other times they mostly squinted out. And they reared their kids to sing the songs and share in the same longing. No fault of theirs, this love of loyal hearts. For what was missing? Like an animal who chooses to lose his leg to gain his freedom, and leave it cut and torn inside the trap. When feelings stir and hearts are opened up for any reason, the missing piece aches deeply to go back. Their feelings stirred on holidays, especially Christmas morning, when Breda, Tom, and Molly ran with glee into their play. Mary, left alone, would pick up paper bowls and wrapping, and John would peel the turnips and make tea. There were silences on days like that that needed no explaining. Their hearts were with their families back in Kerry, and the wild beauty of the land to the memory calling. No pity now, you've learned to bear the pain for what was missing. Like an animal who chooses to lose his leg to gain his freedom, and leave it cut and torn inside the trap. When feelings stir and hearts are opened up for any reason, the missing piece aches deeply to go empty now, the plant in town is closing. Old John's put in his 30 years, Mary's he's ready to retire. This should be the time to head back home to what's been missing, but their hearts no longer sure of their desire. They talk for months and months of pensions, punts, and their survival, but neither wants to say what they both know. They'd only be the Yanks at home, and they'd miss their grandkids growing. They'll stay right here and reap what they have sown, for what was missing. Like an animal who'd choose to lose his leg to gain his freedom, and leave it cut and torn inside the trap. When feelings stir and hearts are opened up for any reason, the missing piece aches deeply to go back. The missing piece aches deeply.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. It's a beautiful song and a lovely performance. Thank you. Okay. We're going to enjoy now Linda Minky's son and Linda together doing a duet. Have I left something else? We're on the right one?
We're up to doing Jesse Wells next.
Sorry?
Jesse Wells.
Oh, gosh, I can't forget that. Woo-hoo! I didn't have him in here for some reason. So we're going to Jesse Wells, and Jesse and Cory are twin sons of Robbie Wells. I've mentioned him this weekend and mentioned him a lot. He was here for many years. He was here on our first workshop 18 years ago, and he was a tremendous influence on our camp. I went to a workshop that he planned, and I couldn't replicate what he did. But he was a real spirit, a real loving person. And these are his kids, his twins. And they were here one year and helped us out one year. Now they live in Richmond. They're both professional musicians. Robbie's passed away several years ago. And I asked Jesse and Cory to come in on a video, and they were thrilled. And here we go with a little explanation of what they're up to with Jesse Wells and Cory Wells.
Hello, students, parents, and faculty. My name is Jesse Wells, and I am coming at you from Richmond, Virginia right now. Cory and I were really excited to be a part of this little concert that y'all are putting together for tonight. And some of you may have actually had class with our dad, Robbie Wells, down at the workshop. I know that he would be really proud of you guys for moving forward and making this thing happen, even under the strangest of circumstances. And he would certainly commend your devotion to fiddle education. Cory and I are going to play 3 songs for you. One is a traditional fiddle tune called Golden Slippers. Another is a violin piece by Edward Elgar called Salut d'Amour. And another is a tune by our dad called By the Waters of the James. If anybody would like sheet music by the Waters of the James, feel free to send me an email. And I'm going to leave you guys with a picture of one of my first fiddle lessons with the master Scott Walker himself. So you guys are in good hands. Thanks for having us, and happy fiddling.
Thank you, Jesse. Thank you, Cory. What a trip that is. Beautiful. Thanks so much for that. It's beautiful. I remember one time Robbie and I, we were riding together in the bus. We were going over to the Carter Fold to see where June Carter and Johnny Cash had been hanging out, and Jesse and Cory were identical twins, and they were in the back seat, we were in the front, and they started telling us about the dream they had. And it was like Cory would say, well, this is what happened, and then Jesse would say, well, this is what happened, and then Cory would say, well, this is what happened. They had the same dream. Well, anyway, you could see it in them. You could see what kind of connection they have, and to see Robbie's kids like that, wow, what a thing. Okay, moving on if we can. Okay, so here comes our new friend that didn't get to come this year. I was so excited about Andrew Finn McGill being at our camp this year. This is somebody that I have admired for a long time. I watched him grow up, kind of. His father runs the Swananoa Gathering, which is held at Warren Wilson College every year. So every summer, he had all the best musicians in the world coming to his backyard just to play. And he stayed and hung around. He's become an excellent Irish fiddler, but he went to Brazil in his adult life. He lived in Brazil for 3 years. He met his wife there, and he learned to play Brazilian music. And now here's our greeting from Andrew Finn McGill, who wishes he could be here this week like so many others. So take a peek at Andrew Finn McGill.
Hi, Walker Family Band Camp. Hope everyone is doing great, and thank you so much for watching this. You have some amazing camp faculty and some people who just care so deeply about this, and of course, they're so pulled apart by this whole COVID thing and the fact we can't meet in person. But hats off to Scott and Teresa for putting this together, and I'm absolutely thrilled to be on staff this year, even if it is only digitally, but I hope to join you at some point in the future. I'm going to play a few different tunes for you. I'm going to play basically the kind of music and the instruments that I would be teaching at Walker Family Band Camp this year. So I'm going to start with some Brazilian music, actually. This first tune is a tune, my wife's making lunch down there, don't be distracted by the noise. This first tune is a tune that I wrote for my cat. It's called Cheio de Mordidas, which is Portuguese. So I actually lived in Brazil, my wife is Brazilian, and I write a lot of Brazilian music. So Cheio de Mordidas is Portuguese, the language they speak in Brazil, for full of little bites. And this is because my cat loves to just latch on to everything with her little jaws, and everything in our house is just full of little cat bites. Yeah, so anyway, Cheio de Mordidas, and it's a samba. So the rhythm of a samba, just so you know, kind of like on the beat, off the beat, on the beat, off the beat. Okay, so here we go. Cheio de Mordidas. All right, so I hope you could hear the little cat playing in there. I was inspired by a little cat biting things. All right, so another style of music that I was going to teach this year was Irish music, so I thought I would play you a little bit of that. That's actually the music that my parents play, so that's the music that I grew up playing as a kid. My mom plays traditional Irish music on the flute, and my dad plays guitar and lots of styles of music actually, but guitar and mandolin. And I'll do a hornpipe for you. This is called Laughin's hornpipe, and I might do something after it, but here we go, Laughin's hornpipe. Okay, so Laughin's hornpipe. And for my last trick, I'm going to play you something on this. This is a low whistle. So this is an instrument inspired by the tin whistle, which is a smaller version. I don't have one offhand, unfortunately. But I was going to be teaching whistle this year at Walker Family Band Camp. Unfortunately, that will have to wait for another time. But I thought I would just play you a little bit on this instrument so you can hear what it sounds like. And I'll start with a tune called, this is an O'Carolan tune called Shebake Shimur. And I might go into the Limestone Rock after that. So here we go. hope you enjoyed that and learned a few things, and hope to see you next year. Have a great summer.
Thank you, Andrew. What a talent. Thank you, Andrew. Oh boy, what a talent he is. Thank you, Andrew, for sending that beautiful video. Yes. Okay, here we go. Moving along. Now, this is a video that Linda and Victor put together at very, very difficult technical circumstances. Last night, we were talking to Victor on the phone and Linda about what Victor had to do to get this to work. He was using iMovie, and it's incredible how many different steps he took to get this. And it's a teasing song by Bela Bartok, which was written for 2 violins. But here's Linda and Victor playing the teasing song. I think where it's going to happen. By the way, when we get done with the video part of the concert, we're going to take a short break and get set up for the Bach. And then I don't know how far we're going to get, but I think we're going to keep going until we get all our music played. So we'll just keep going until we get our music played. So here we go with, I hope, the teasing song. This is going to be really cute, quick, and fantastic.
We're going to play a little duet by Bartok, originally for 2 violins, but we'll play it on our cellos. And it's called Teasing Song. I'll play the top, then I'll play the bottom. Victor, you do the opposite.
Fabulous! Fabulous, fabulous. Oh, that's so funny. That's so funny. That's really great. Linda is really missing being here, as everybody seems to be saying, which we are so fortunate to be here, everyone. We're so fortunate because not everybody could be, and we're intrepid. That's what we are. We're an intrepid group. So Linda was so interested in being here that she sent an extra video of herself playing the harp, and here is a song that's called Andante and Searching for Lambs. Linda? Pinky. You want me to keep talking? Yeah. I do that with my classes sometimes when they're acting up or doing something weird, and I'll start talking to them in gibberish like that, and it really gets their attention. It really gets their attention. And then we can have a laugh and keep going after an adjustment. So, and Linda has just started playing the harp, actually. I guess, about a year or maybe? A little bit more than a year. And we are excited about having her with her harp because it's just the best sound. Here we go with Andante and Searching for Lambs. Linda Minky.
Hi, everybody. Here is a little solo harp moment coming to you from Florida. I've got Sumi right here with me, and I would like to play a piece called Andante which means flowing, from Suzuki Harp Book 1. And then another piece called Searching for Lambs. And that is a piece from the British Isles. So get cozy and get ready for some soft, slow music.
I tell you, this is bringing out the performer of us, of our people. This is really, really great. Linda, that was so wonderful. Wow. All right, let's see. We got to keep moving here, I think. Wow, that was good. Okay, now we're going to get Victor again with his girlfriend, Anna Bernston. Am I saying that right? Anna. The last name was what I was worried about. Anna Bernston, yes. Anna was at University of Michigan with Victor, and is a wonderful violinist. And is that right? Northwestern, somewhere. And they're in Ann Arbor together, quarantined together, and they put this one for our final video for tonight. This is a Jay Unger's The Lover's Waltz with Victor Hulse and Anna Bernston. Thank you, Victor and Anna. So that was so beautiful, Victor and Anna. Thank you from all the way from Michigan or Minnesota. Thank you so much. That was a gorgeous way to end our concert video part. So I forgot to say, at any point along this way, we don't know how many people are watching, but if you are watching, there is a donut. There is a donate button on the. Please send us some donuts. We really need some donuts. So please donate. We are here on just the hope that we will get donations and we can pay for what we're doing here. So thank you for doing that. And we're going to take a short break. Don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell for a donut. We're going to take a break, Jared. Thank you. See you soon. Thank you so much. And now we're going to continue our show with two fellas here who are Mario and Enzo, but I don't know how to say the last name, so you're going to have to help me out. Mario, what's your last name? Say it again. That, I don't know how to say that. But did we decide the name for this group? No. Well, we're going to play Devil's Dream, and these two guys are brothers, and so I have a lot of empathy for them, because my brother and I play a lot of music together. And so like Jesse and Cory, we're going to see what we can do with a little Devil's Dream. And here we go. Okay, let's just talk about it. We're going to solos right away. And then the rest of it's all together. The Devil's Dream. 1, 2, 3. really nice work there. Really awesome work. Okay, now we're going to go to our classical section of the program here for a minute. And we're going to do the second movement of the Bach double. And then we're going to do the first movement of the Bach double. And so Savannah and Joshua, come on up, and we'll get you set up. Somebody could help with some music stands, that would be so great. Somebody help with the music stands right here. Those two, that one's for me, and that one's for Savannah. So put that right in front of me.
Okay, doing a little higher.
Yeah, cello. So we're going to start with the Largo, which is the second movement, one of the most beautiful pieces ever written, J.S. Bach, and then we're going to bring a few more people up for the first movement. So, the Largo. It's really great. Really great. All right. You know, we don't have a lot of Bach players here. Maybe we should hold that Bach double, the first movement, to tomorrow. What do you think? You want to do it? You want to play it? First movement? Benjamin, you want to do it? Let's do it. I just didn't want to wait. I saw Susan with his camera. All right, we're going to do it. So, back to where you were, Savannah. Benjamin, he... Oh, good, Ben. I can go that way. So Josh and Kieran have to be right beside each other. And Ben and Ben, right beside each other. This is one of our more rehearsed moments. So here we go with the Bach double. That's a good idea over there, Ben. Ben, that's a good idea. So this is a traditional Suzuki tune that's played so many times at Suzuki Institutes all over the world. And it features really three parts that are kind of equal. The cello part should be in the Suzuki books. It's not. So the cello players could play. But here we go with the Bach double. And I think this probably should end our program, really, I do. So we'll finish up here and get Jared and Asher and Landon and I will play some more tomorrow night. But I think this should be the end. So here we go with the Bach double. A little faster. Right, a little faster. You guys in tune over there? Sounds good. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Take another bow. Take another bow. Take another bow. Take another bow. Thank you. So thanks everybody for coming tonight. We had a wonderful night of music. I can't believe how much beautiful music we had tonight. Thanks. Good night. Have a great day. Tomorrow we're back on 7:30 for the final concert. Don't forget to donate. Give us some donuts. Thank you.